What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Tyraco here. So I've been trying to focus more and more on the hard mode dungeons because I figure a lot of you are trying to push up to stage 10, maybe stage 9, depending on if you're doing duo content or whatever, because the little bit lower stages 7, 8, and 9 are going to be easier for duo solo content because they're affinity, whereas stage 10 is no affinity, so you can't be strong affinity and prevent having crits applied on you. So on these earlier stages, you can eliminate that, especially on stage 9. Going to be amazing. You bring a magic affinity champion, no crits, makes it a lot easier, a lot more consistent. But today I want to talk about stage 10 with you all, okay? Stage 10 of Dragon. So I want to know also what two dungeons or what dungeon, just the number one, which one are you going to be farming the most? For me, it's probably going to be Spider. Actually, not even probably, it's definitely going to be Spider. Spider is going to be my most farmed dungeon. And then next up, maybe Dragon. I mean, the speed gear could be nice. Some of the stuff from Dragon, Ice Golem has some stuff as well, but honestly, it's probably just going to be Spider. I'm probably going to be farming so much Spider because the accessories are going to be such a huge boost, and I feel like that's the best use for my energy, honestly. So Spider, maybe some Dragon, maybe some Ice Golem, Fire Knight. Someday, if I can actually push into Fire Knight would be the second most for sure, but unfortunately, Fire Knight hard, I haven't even started because stage 10 is an absolute nightmare, but that's not the point of today's video. The point of today's video is to show you guys a few options for stage 10 on hard mode. So this team right here, I'm not going to run it yet. I'll save it for the end of the video because this is kind of a long run, okay? It's the one in the thumbnail probably, and it's basically the one that I think is the most free-to-play friendly Dragon stage 10 hard team that I've seen so far. I mean, we have a free champion from Hydra in Mithrala. We have a free login champion, Visix. We have a champion who you should probably have, Arbiter, Dark Kale from the Doom Tower, and then Venomage is the only champion who's not really free, but you can make some substitutions. You could throw in Geomancer. So Geomancer, Venomage, any champion who has some extra support, damage mitigation, if they bring some also good damage, that's going to be an amazing benefit. You could probably even use another support champion, like maybe Godseeker, to help res champions when they fall down, if they do fall down. But either way, I want to talk about this team right here that I think is also pretty free-to-play friendly. It's going to be more consistent, it's going to be better, and it's going to be quite a bit faster as well. This team, instead of Venomage, we have Nishak, and instead of Visix, we have Lydia. So Lydia is going to bring a lot of really good stuff to this run. If you have her, you're definitely going to want to use her. She brings the Strengthen, which is amazing. Mithrala also brings it, but this helps you keep it up even more. But almost as important, or maybe even more important than that, well, besides the increased speed, which is also very, very helpful, she also brings a block buffs ability. So the Dragon places increased attack makes him do more damage. We don't want that. So we're bringing champions who do decrease attack as it is, but now Lydia is placing the block buffs, which makes the Dragon not have that increased attack, so no increased attack, and we're placing decreased attack. That makes it very, very easy comparatively to actually survive versus the Dragon. And then obviously if you have Ascensions on your champions, it's going to be that much better. So let me show you guys real quick the presets of this team. So definitely go ahead and copy these if you want to run this team. That's what I would do. If you get to running the team and you notice some things that could be tweaked in different areas, you can change them. But there's Nishak, here's Dark Kale. I'm going to show you guys the builds of these champions, and then we'll leave the Visix team for the end of the video because like I said, it's a little bit longer. It's like 4 minutes, 5 minutes. But if you don't have Seer and you don't have any of the other really good champions for like speed runs, this could be a really good option for you because the teams that honestly that I'm going to be running, this is not going to be it. I'm going to be doing the duo team with Elva as well as Nishak. Once we have an actual Dragon tournament come out, I'm going to do 100 runs, try to, and then go ahead and see how consistent it actually is. I don't want to push that out there too much just yet. And these runs, they should be good. You can adjust the gear, adjust the champions to whatever you need. But as far as the base of the team, it's very tanky, very survivable, and it should be very consistent. And as far as, you know, RNG, it shouldn't be too bad. Lydia can miss her block buffs, which could be bad. He places the increased attack, but she's probably not going to miss it every single time consistently. And then we have Dark Kale placing the decreased attack AoE. He's probably not going to miss that every time. But if he does, we have Nishak, who's also placing the decreased attack from his A2 ability, and he's probably not going to miss it. So I guess in the weird world, when Lydia misses her block buffs, when Dark Kale misses his decreased attack, and Nishak also misses a decreased attack 2 times in a row, then maybe we fail this run for just like straight up damage. But I'd say in general, this run should be very safe. You can make your Arbiter tanky. My Arbiter currently has no boots because she's normally 393 speed. And I figured if we're doing a free-to-play accessible team, I kind of want to make it somewhat relatable, right? 393, while she doesn't need that, obviously, she's 321 right now. some people may look at that and be like, oh, well, I can't do that because that's way too fast of a speed. Definitely, the tankier, the faster, the more survivable, the more accuracy your Arbiter has, the better it's going to be overall. I mean, that just goes without saying, basically. But if you can't hit those stats, not a huge deal. Also, Nishak, I think I turned off his A2 for this wave. For this wave, he's not using his A2. His A3, I'm not for sure if he's continuing to use that, but I noticed that sometimes it got a little bit weird. We'd start on the actual dragon. I'd rather him place the decreased attack as well. So you can do whatever you want there. Like I said, look at the AI, see what you like, and then adjust based on that. Now here, this is why Lydia is so good as well. She blocked the revive from the Cardinal. That is huge. That saves minutes from your time. And when the run is like 3 minutes as it is, saving minutes is a significant boost. So Nishak works through the wave. If he dies, not a huge deal. Make your Arbiter tanky, she'll just pick him up. We have Mithrala for the poisons. We have Nishak placing a ton of poisons plus that decreased attack. Lydia coming in with the block buffs, and then Dark Kale coming in with some more decreased attack. The first hit doesn't do much. I should have Mithrala set to cleanse right there, but it's not a huge deal. Okay, we should get one tick of the poisons going on everybody, and then Mithrala should cleanse this turn right here. Hopefully, places that big shield. There we go, big shield plus strengthen, and now we're pretty safe. We don't need Nishak. Dark Kale and Mithrala can really do it by themselves, honestly. Dark Kale is going to be amazing. He's going to speed it up so much. And then Mithrala, I didn't mean to click on the dragon. Mithrala, honestly, if she's built in regeneration, she can do this herself. Like, you leave her to the dragon and she'll be fine. Her accuracy builds into her resistance, so she's going to have plenty of resistance, plenty of accuracy, and placing the poisons, healing, shields, everything. She can definitely handle it basically on her own. So this run, I'd say very safe. I haven't ran it 100 times. I probably ran it about 10 times now, and it really hasn't been any issues, no real worries. I mean, you have the champions go down there, but like I said, Dark Kale plus Mithrala are really the two that matter the most, to be honest. Lydia, very nice as well. So there we go. That was team number 1. Let me go ahead and jump in here and show you guys the builds of these champions. So my Mithrala, she's in Stoneskin. Don't take this as what you need to build her in, okay? She's in Stoneskin, very fast, good HP, good defense. I was trying to get her to solo, or not solo, duo Dragon Hard 10 with Bad L. This is not 100%. This build plus Bad L's was not 100%, so I'm still working on that a little bit, but this is her build currently. You don't need these stats, but definitely make her tanky, make her fast. You need to be 250 plus ideally, but make her as fast as you can get her, as tanky as you can get her. Great accuracy, great resistance, and you're going to be in a good spot. Stoneskin, not needed whatsoever. If you want to use her in regeneration, that's going to be amazing. Immortal, going to be very good as well. Just perception, that's going to be perfectly fine also. As far as her skills, go ahead and fully book her. She's an incredible champion. You're going to want to use her everywhere, so definitely book her. As far as masteries go, I have the extra accuracy, mostly for the arena, but to be honest, War Master would be very good for Hydra, very good for this content, very good for a lot of PvE content. And if you're not using her in PvP very much, then this is perfect. So it's completely up to you, whatever you want to run there. Next champion up is Lydia. So with Lydia, I have her mostly just built to go faster than my Nishak. So really, whatever speed you're running your Nishak at, throw her faster. If you have shield sets, throw in a shield set, throw in a bolster set, get her with good HP, get her with, I think, 335 plus accuracy. Technically, we don't even need that much. So the accuracy, let me go ahead and share my main screen real quick. So 335 minus 80 from Mithrala's aura. So you just need 255 accuracy on all your champions. So you're going to have Mithrala in the lead, 255 accuracy. And if you're running things like this, and your champions only have one debuff to place, which I don't think that meets the criteria for anybody in this team. So don't worry about that. But 255 accuracy is going to be your goal. Stack up HP, stack up defense, make her survivable, make her pretty fast. That increased speed is going to be super helpful. And then, yeah, good accuracy. Pretty simple build, I'd say. Make sure she's fully booked. You definitely want that A3 ability fully booked. A2. Lydia, you're going to use her everywhere. So go ahead, get her set up. Now, as far as the Arbiter goes, just use your Arena Arbiter. This is not my, well, this is my Arena Arbiter technically, but it's just my Arena Arbiter with no boots. So my Arbiter currently has 321 speed, okay HP, and then 290 accuracy. I didn't build her for accuracy. It just so happened that she has accuracy. It's actually pretty nice. She can use that A2 ability, reduce the cooldown of that increased attack if it does come up. So if you can get it, get it. That's great. If not, not a huge deal. Just use your Arena Arbiter. Honestly, all she's here for is to make sure everybody goes before the dragon goes. You don't have to use Arbiter. If you have Elva, use Elva. She's just here for support. Make sure your team goes before. Elva would be a lot better. She'd make this run very consistent. So Arbiter is by no means a specific, you have to use this champion. I mean, Mithrala brings the increased attack. Arbiter is just bringing a res and the turn meter boost. Any other champion who does a res plus a turn meter boost is going to work perfectly fine. As far as her masteries, she has War Master for whatever reason. Honestly, I don't know why she has War Master. Maybe from Hydra stuff? I don't know. I'm clueless. But the next champion, we have Nishak. Nishak is so good. He's actually in my arena build right now. So nothing super specific. We have him fast, which definitely make him fast. If you have Arbiter, he doesn't have to be 245, 250 plus. But if you do have Arbiter, if you don't have Arbiter, you need to make him go before the actual boss goes, which the speeds would be different if you have Lydia, so on and so forth. But here we have 246, okay HP. Haven't built for HP, I don't think, at all. Stacked up his attack for faster wave clears, but really, this is just my arena Nishak. The one I was playing around with the Mithrala Nishak Uko combo. This is the one I was using. This is probably going to be the one that I use for the Elva Nishak duo. So if you're using Nishak for Bommel, you can probably use the same one. If you're using him for solo and content, you can probably use the same one. It's going to be perfectly fine. Just make sure his accuracy is good, speed's good, attack's good, and then everything else should just fall into place, to be honest. Now, as far as his skills, we got him all fully booked. As far as his masters, we have Oppressor. You don't need Oppressor. I have it for the solo content, but Giant Slayer will work amazing, even more damage from that A1 ability, which is a triple hitter. So triple hitters, Giant Slayer works so good. Now, next champion and the final champion is Dark Kale. So he is in a 3-piece set, well, 3 set of Immortal gear. Now, this is for my Fire Knight Stage 25 duo with Allure. So you don't have to have it this good, or you could have it even better. All you need for him is good HP, ideally good defense, because if it comes down to it, he can survive a few extra turns and possibly finish off the dragon if everybody else was to die. So good HP, good defense, good speed, and then good accuracy. Actually, the accuracy is a little bit low. I need to bump that up just a little bit. We need to get it to back that 255 number, right? So he's at 240. Not terrible, but we can definitely adjust that. Let's see. So 248. So I'm gonna need to make sure I got the glyphs everywhere possible. So I mean, it was working. It definitely worked, and he was activating the stuff and placing the debuffs, but it could get a little bit sketchy. So I need to get that bumped up to that 255 number. He probably has the mastery for extra accuracy as it is. He does have this one, but he doesn't have this one. So hey, this is his build currently though. Okay, so good HP, good defense, good speed. Could be a little bit faster, not a big deal. And as far as the accuracy, good accuracy. 235 or 255 ideally to push you to that 335 number. So there we go. Now for the next team that I'm gonna leave at the end of this video, we're 13 minutes in, so hopefully you guys took something good from that team right there. Let's go ahead and talk about the Vistix for the next team that I'm gonna show. So all the other champions are exactly the same. Actually, we have Venomage, so I'm gonna show Vistix as well as Venomage. So Vistix is a super simple build. It's literally just survive, have good speed, and have good accuracy. I mean, it's not really too much simple than that, or it can't be really simpler than that. I don't know, it's all a weird way to say it, but either way, here we go. Here's her masteries. She's fully booked. Provoke, very good. Next champion is Venomage. So Venomage is just built to be tanky, survivable, and places debuffs. Pretty consistent theme across all these champions. So good HP, good defense. If you can get him in regeneration, that's going to be even better, but he's just in 2 sets of Immortal plus Perception, and it's working well. 239 speed, 281 accuracy, so plenty fine stats there, fully booked. What Venomage is bringing that's so good is the A3 that places the heal reduction as well as poisons. Poisons are going to help so much on the dragon, but this heal reduction is massive, not because of the effect it brings, but because of the passive that Venomage brings with that heal reduction, which is enemies under heal reduction debuffs inflict 15% less damage. Geomancer should be a very, very similar champion, but this is going to help you out so much. Plus, Venomage brings a decreased attack if they're under poisons, and they will be under poison, so that's going to be incredible. And then also has a chance to activate poisons whenever he attacks. So very, very good kit overall. If you have Geomancer, throw him in instead. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and see Geomancer's kit real quick, because he brings something very, very similar. May even be better. Geomancer decreases the damage all allies receive by 15% and deflects that damage onto each enemy under HP burn. So you could be speeding up the run just a little bit. But here we go. Let's go ahead and do this run. I'm going to leave you guys to watch this run after we go over the presets real quick, because it takes a little bit longer. It's about 4 minutes or so. It's not super fast by no means, but for a free-to-play team, I mean, you really got to take the pros with the cons, right? Accessible team, you're going to lose out on some speed, but it's a pretty accessible team, I'd say. Lydia, much better than Vistix though. If you have Lydia, throw her in, but you hopefully can get some ideas for these champions. Most of these champions aren't really required. Matter of fact, I'd say the most required champion would be Mithrala. Mithrala, she kind of makes the team. She's very, very good and can almost solo the boss by herself in the build that I have. Vistix, easily replaced. Lydia. Dark Kale can be replaced with a different poisoner, probably. He does bring a lot of good stuff though. definitely helps speed up the run a lot. Arbiter can be replaced with a lot of different champions: turn meter booster, speed booster, extra res, good support, Duchess, tons of different champions. Venom Mage can be replaced with a lot of different champions as well. Geomancer can be replaced with other poisons, other support champions. So really the goal is to get to the boss, keep Mithrala and potentially another poison or damage dealer champion alive, and then you're good to go. If you can get any damage mitigation, that's going to be even better. Duchess in place of Arbiter would actually be really good. So without anything else to say, guys, there you go. I've kept you all long enough. Thank you all very much for watching. If you did enjoy it, leave a like down below, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel as well. Hopefully this helps you out a little bit, at least with building a team. Really, if you don't have Mithrala, go ahead and get her. She's going to be a huge help to your account. But either way, guys, I'm going to go ahead and head out of here, hide the webcam. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.